I think one of the first things we're going to have to learn to do is, as an industry reporting on the sport, is just save and rack up a file of Virginia Tech not getting in. It's the fourth straight year that they thought they had a legitimate shot at getting in, and I'm sure they were among the final teams being discussed. But this year, that's a perfect example. Everyone wanted to focus on that win over Duke, and that was a great win. But you have to follow up a win with other good games, and they get whacked at home by BC right after that. They lose at Clemson. They struggle in the ACC tournament, and they only win by an overruled three-pointer at the buzzer, or they would have been out even earlier. I think Colorado had the most legitimate beef this year because the one thing Colorado did was they beat all the good teams they played. They went after them and beat them. They beat Kansas State 3 times, and Kansas State's a number 5 seed. They knocked off 3 other ranked teams. They had good games. They were getting better as the season went along, and they didn't seem to get credit for it. And a team that I think, especially this year with 3 more teams headed to the field, we had 3 more at-large teams. To me, the toughest team to tell that they didn't get in for me would have been Harvard. And the reason, Harvard, they tied with Princeton for the Ivy League championship. They had their 1-game playoff since they don't have a conference tournament, and Princeton beat them on a buzzer shot. Harvard's RPI was in the low 30s. They didn't have any great wins, but they didn't have any bad losses either. So to me, that kind of offsets, and that's what you're supposed to do. Here would have been a chance for the committee to say, you know what, let's reward one of those leagues that has never had 2 teams in one field before, reward a program that does everything right, and that we always talk about student athletes and what it means. Well, an Ivy League team, they are student athletes, and they are legitimately called that at schools like that. And I think the committee missed a chance. It's the thing about this committee is there aren't hard and fast rules. There's not things you have to sit down and just pour a formula into a machine. You're supposed to use different ideals of your own, ways of rewarding teams, and I think they really blew a chance by not rewarding Harvard with this one.